So I wanted to get my say in about the game everyone seems to be talking about right now, Palworld, or as it's most consistently being referred to as Pokemon with Guns. I won't really be referring to this as a review of Palworld because it's still in its early release stages, but I did want to talk about my experience with it so far. It's funny that this game would just suddenly blow up because a day or two ago when I had heard about it, I had literally just finished thinking to myself about Minecraft. Well, what does Minecraft have to do with it? Not the game itself specifically, but I was wondering when that next game would surface in the gaming world. That one that would have everybody talking and trying it out, and it's just blowing up right now. I mean, it's #1 on Steam. I was just curious when that next bombshell game in the gaming world would pop up, and it seems like Palworld might be that. So I've gotten roughly 12 hours on Palworld, and I've been playing alone, so I know there's still plenty I haven't seen, but what I have experienced so far has been a good experience. Most people are calling Palworld a mashup of Ark, Pokemon, and I believe I've heard some people even say Breath of the Wild. But while I talk about this game, I'm going to do my best to not make too many comparisons between these other games because I want to treat Palworld as its own thing. When I started a new game on Palworld, I was spawned into an area called the Plateau of Beginnings, and I wasn't wearing much. I ventured out of the starting area and met with an NPC who gave me a little bit of guidance and sent me on my way. Now I can thank Minecraft for pioneering one of the newer pieces of gaming logic, and that would be to punch trees and other resources that you need as soon as you start a game like this. What the game wants you to do initially is to start building a small base of operation. I don't have much footage of me building because I build slow and I figured that wouldn't be very entertaining to watch. This game's building system is a snap to build system, and I don't think badly of those or anything, but it can make for minor frustrations when you're trying to connect things. Like at first, I had a lot of trouble trying to get these roof pieces to snap to the correct spot so that I can build myself a bed to sleep the nights away at first, because you cannot construct a bed unless if there's a roof over it. So I just ended up building this little shack with one piece of floor, one wall, and one little piece of roof over it. After you have a crafting station set up and gather the necessary materials that are all nearby, you can go and catch your first pal. Catching pals is by far the best way to level up, I've found. That's what you get the most experience for doing. You will get small experience for crafting things or building stuff, but the best amounts of experience come from catching the little dudes. Upon leveling up, you'll be granted a skill point to distribute to things like stamina, health, carry weight, attack strength, and work speed. Additionally, you'll also receive technology points, which you need to unlock the crafting plans for better buildings, weapons, and anything really. Up to 5 pals can join you out in the field to help you explore, fight, and even traverse the more treacherous landscapes if you have the correct tech unlocked. Each pal also has their own work specialties such as lumbering, mining, or transporting, just for quick examples. Certain pals even have abilities that allow you to use them as weapons if you have the correct pal gear to go with said pal. I find most of these little guys to be pretty charming. I love the way most of them look. There's one pal in specific that I had quite the laugh over, and that would be Lavender. A pack of them came to raid my base and I managed to just barely catch one before getting murked by them. But as soon as I got a better look at them,
Mother of God.
bro, I'm telling you, I promise that the guys who draw Rule 34 shit are just gonna have a field day with this one. We all see the way they did Gardevoir and all the evolutions, but the kicker was Lavender's description on the PAL deck. Seeking a night of love, it is always chasing someone around. At first, it only showed interest in other pals, but in recent years, even humans have become the target of its debauchery. All jokes aside though, the pals are great and I love having them. I can't wait to discover the rest of them. Moving on from the pals themselves, the other main goal of the game is simply to go explore. There are towers that house special boss battles with other pal tamers, dungeons to explore, and a huge map that I've barely scratched the surface of. As far as getting around goes, you can scale any wall-like surface you want, even if it's a 90-degree angle, as long as you have enough stamina. I feel like traveling on foot and on the backs of the pals that I've unlocked so far myself are both still kinda slow. However, this could just be by design to make you really take in the sights of the game. It's definitely a pretty game. All in all, I'm pretty impressed by this early release version of the game, and I'm curious to see what else the devs have in store for us in the future. I recommend playing this with a friend if you have any. I definitely feel like I'm missing out with not having tried multiplayer yet, but I definitely will soon. Other than that, if you like general video game reviewing content, old video games, new video games, whatever, feel free to check out my channel and you might find something that you like.